And so you find easy ways to pivot into the information that is more beneficial to the subscriber or the viewer or the streamer or whatever it is, rather than, doing something that's hyperbolic just to get attention. There are enough people in this streaming business who do that, but that's not something I want to do. I've said before, I don't want to be my Google searches to, when people look at it, to be Don Lemon calls out this person, Don Lemon calls out that person, Don Lemon calls out that person. And if you look at some of the people on the right, the conservatives who, have gained a foothold in this very early on in the streaming arena, that's what it is. Megyn Kelly has made a business out of being a troll and a racist. And good for her, but that's not something that I want to do.
Well, we're actually technically, I don't know. I mean, listeners of our show know that we are, I guess, technically still involved in a beef as well with Megyn. Well, you specifically are.
I mean, I've been trying
not
to surrender unilaterally, but I'm not cut out for this stuff. But Don might be making it worse. But Don, will you
Can I just say this? I did not talk about. I just ignored her for the longest time because that's sort of what she wants or wanted. But then after a while, it sort of got to me, after the Joy Reid thing, and she was just so rude, and she would say things about me, and I just would not respond. People would send them to me, and I'm not getting in the dirt with her. You lie down with dogs, you get fleas. So finally, I had to call her out for, her misogyny, her racism, her trolling people, her internet. If you do a search on Megyn Kelly, it's always Megyn Kelly calls out this person. Megyn Kelly calls out that person. Now, she's doing it, but also there is a press. I'm sure she has a PR person behind her sending people notes saying, look, Megyn Kelly called out this person today. You want to write about it, at least in the beginning. I'm sure that's what happened. So, and that was it. And then now I'm done with it, unless she does something else that's egregious. But I think it was important to do that.